Out! Get out!
Now who could teach me to pick locks? When I wish to, how do I leave?
Think you can get away with that?
Who are you trying to punish? Me? Or the other people here?
I said out!
Don't get your hopes up.
What?
I'm sure you have other things to do.
Stop waving. Ah! Ah! Ugh! Ah! Ah! Ah!
I'll help. Never forget why you got that.
There's a hungry look. But if you want meat, I'll want coin. If you don't have any coin, Master Belcher is handing out stew to the poor. Though you don't look that poor.
What's your job here?
I guard the slaughterhouse. Not a plum job. But when you decide to switch sides from the Don to the Inquisition, takes time to earn trust. That's why I'm stuck guarding meat. Although, that's certainly increased in value now the storms have curbed the fishing trade. People are as likely to steal steak as they are artifacts.
Have there been many break-ins?
Too many. 3 houses were robbed recently.
And what was done about it?
Not much we could do apart from keep an eye on local troublemakers. I am positive Sid is behind it though.
Why do you think Sid was behind the robberies?
He considers himself a local leader of sorts. Likes to stir things up.
But what makes you so sure it was him?
Well, you just have to look at that girlfriend of his and the wealth she flaunts to know it's not coming from an honest source.
How do you know Sid?
I was one of the Don's men. It's not something I'm proud of, but he's a charismatic man. He can be very persuasive. Then I realised he doesn't care about the future of this island. He just cares about his own selfish gains. Now, I fight alongside Inquisitor Mendoza.
What are you planning to do now?
If I can prove Sid was behind the burglaries, maybe I can improve my standing in the Order. But I doubt anyone would talk to me. The Don's men feel betrayed, and the Inquisition are suspicious. So, I need someone who doesn't have my baggage. What about you? It would help this town no end if the burglaries were stopped. I can pay you for your aid.
How much will you pay me?
How about 150 gold?
Okay, I'll investigate the break-ins.
Good. Be careful, it won't be easy. Sid's tricky. It's difficult to pin anything on him, even though he always seems to know where items of value can be found.
You think he cased the houses in advance?
He may be a thief, but he's not a stupid one. He probably sent someone else to scope the houses out. If you can find out who his spy is, that'll be a good start.
Whose houses were robbed?
Nelson the cartographer, Flavio the fur dealer, and Baxter the bookkeeper. You should talk to each of them. Their statements could be the key to bringing Sid to justice.
In the middle of the night, right out of the ground. How can it go on like this?
About Sid's spy?
Have you talked to everyone who had their houses burgled?
Not yet.
Well, I think that's your place to start looking for Sid's scout.
Where can I find Flavio the fur dealer?
Up in the gutters. His house is right next to the Shrine of the Holy Flame.
Baxter the bookkeeper?
Next to the butcher's shop. He runs the books for the business.
Nelson the cartographer?
His place is on the way to the gutters. Just go up the stairs from the harbour.
About the break-in? What was stolen?
What else? Gold, of course. The gold belongs to the Order. Now it's gone.
How much gold was taken?
All of it. I don't know exactly how much. I was just about to do the accounts when I noticed the theft.
Who was in the house on the day of the break-in?
Well, Doyle tried to sell me fish, but I don't like fish, so he left. That fatto Vasily brought beer. I paid for that, traded him a few pieces of meat. And of course, Mo was here a few times, but that isn't unusually works here after all.
I still need more skins for Flavio's deal.
Then find them. No skins, no deal. It's a simple equation.
Halt! No one can enter this warehouse.
Everything all right, big guy?
Everything is all right.
I'm looking for training.
Ukos can train you. Train you in strength. Train you with an axe. I must ask for a little gold. Against my honor. But Ukos needs gold for the butcher shop.
About the break-in. What was stolen?
My hides. If that hadn't have happened, I would have been able to carry on my business. Oh, I should have listened to my father and gone to sea. That would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Who was here on the day of the break-in?
Just the usual day labourers who wanted to push their wares off on me. Like I have any gold left.
Anyone else?
Pavel was here the whole day. After all, he works for me. And Vasily wanted to sell me beer from the tavern. And then there was Doyle. He wanted to sell fish, but I sent him away. That was all.
What do you sell here?
Hunting trophies. Skins, claws, and teeth are my business. I pay for good catches. I'll even provide you with new arrows. Well, I used to.
Master Belshaw wants me to hand out some healing potions.
The people here need help. There are many sick and injured.
But how do I find the people who need healing?
Belshaw gave you a list of those to be treated, didn't he?
Yes.
Those people will be here in the gutters. Most live on the street.
Bunch of tall tales.
He's the one they say. Then they say a lot of things.
Ahoy! Come to see me, have you?
I heard you had a break-in. Who was here on the day of the break-in?
A few people. Mo from the slaughterhouse brought me a delivery of meat.
Anyone else?
The labourer Doyle sold me fish. And Pavel, one of Flavio's men, he sold me a couple of wolf pelts.
What was stolen?
A ring. A valuable one. I received it from Commandant Carlos personally, in return for a map of the island.
I'll find your ring.
I would be very grateful.
I'm looking for Doyle.
Doyle? I haven't seen him in a long time. Used to be a good customer of mine. Well, he bought fish from me more than once. That's good in my book. But maybe you could jog my memory, eh?
Where is Doyle?
I last heard he'd taken quarters with Costa. But since then, he hasn't been seen in the gutters. Maybe he's gone into hiding for some reason. Lots of strange goings-on around here.
things will never change. Nobody knows.
Anywhere around here I can sleep?
It's not a good idea to spend the night in just any old bed. That's asking for trouble. But I have a couple of beds on the upper floor. I don't ask much, just 30 gold coins. They're safe, peaceful, and you won't wake up with lice in your hair.
What do you want here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I sleep here. Nothing wrong with that, is there, mate?
You were seen in a house that was burgled.
But I sell fish door to door. I spend time in people's houses.
If you say so. You're the only person seen in all the houses that were broken into, which makes you a prime suspect.
Come off it. You can't prove that, mate, and you know it.
I can beat a confession out of you.
That would be a big mistake, mate.
I'll take the chance. Or we skip the beating and you tell me the truth.
And if I do, will you help me? Or will you hang me out to dry?
Just tell me.
I cased the houses for Sid.
There. Not so hard, was it? But what do I do with this information?
If Sid hears I've talked, he'll feed me to the rotworms. And if the Order finds out, they'll send me to the monastery. You've got to keep this quiet.
Let me think about this.
Please. I'm begging you, mate. Don't tell Sid or Rodriguez.
Wait here. If you run, I will find you.
All right. All right.
I'm not listening.
Madam Sonia's this month. I hear there are some real sweetmeats to taste down there. Refugees, no money, fresh fish. Nobody knows.
What?
Nobody said, but everyone has an opinion. The sky's up there, we're down here. The earth's down here.
Do you know where I can get skins?
Skins? It's hard to get much of anything in town, but I hear Baxter swaps his meat for skins, if you have enough.
That's why I'm here. Do you have skins?
I still have one. You can have it.
Thanks. How can I get hold of more?
Haven't a clue. Pavel might, though. He is, was a hunter too. In good times, we were never short of skins.
Hey,
What do you want? I haven't done anything.
that's quite a guilty conscience.
No. I thought,
Thought what?
that you were one of the people who doesn't want us outsiders here. They say we're thieves, but we aren't. The Dons, rabble are the thieves.
Where are you from?
All over. I'm a hunter, or was before the Order locked me up here in this town.
You don't sound terribly happy.
Of course. If they're going to lock everyone up here, they should look after us. Instead, they treat us like criminals. But the Order just leaves us here, leaves us to our fate.
So, are there thieves in the town?
Oh, yes. They take everything that's not nailed down. They cleaned out all the skins in Flavio's storehouse. And the worst thing is that the rebels get away with it. Nah, I hate it here. I can't wait to get out.
Do you know where I can get some skins?
I don't have any. I can't get any either. But some citizens have decorated their houses with skins. Just saying, in case you wanted any.
Yeah, that'd be stealing, though.
Well, there aren't a lot of wolves and boars to hunt in town. And if you haven't brought any skins with you, all you can do is check with the merchants. Oh, and the slaughterhouse might have some left.
There's a face I don't recognize. Don't go wandering outside the gutters if you want to stay safe.
You're a town guard.
Damn right, so that means around here, the law is what I say it is. Stay in the gutters and stay out of trouble.
Why are there only a few guards about?
We are the town's first line of defense. So we were the first people sent to those ruins when they sprang up. Most didn't come back. Or if they did, they were in bad shape. That was before Mendoza and his Inquisition turned up. Now it's his men that go into those ruins. And let me tell you, that's fine by me.
Can you train me?
Sure. I could do with a bit of amusement. It'll cost you, though.
I want to improve my fighting skills.
Someone needs to sort this place out. He's the one, they say. Then they say a lot of things. You can't tell me that's worth more than 5 gold. Dead before he hit the ground. Mind his brain was dead a long time before that. Should do with a drink.
Built them. I mean, I know they sprang from the ground, but they are building. I wish I had the spare time you seem to have.
I have other things to do. The world is in turmoil. Everything we heard.
fire and water. Someone must take care.
Hey, how are you?
Hush. Don't make such a noise, or we'll both get arrested.
What's going on here?
Hush, not so loud. The white robe back there is starting to notice. Hernandez realizes I'm watching the Don's old house. We're screwed.
Sounds like you're no fan of the Inquisition.
Yeah, and that bastard Hernandez has settled over there by the entrance and made himself comfortable. Looks like he's happy to spend the rest of his life gardening, damn it. And I sit out here like an idiot, rain or shine.
You're working for the Don.
You've just realized. Yeah, I have orders from the Don, and when he gives orders, you obey. Thing is, I could use some help.
What is it you need to do?
There's an old family heirloom of the Don's in the house. A golden amulet. If the white robes get their hands on it, they'll take it to their stupid monastery. And the Don will kill me. And I mean kill me, wake me up, and kill me again.
You want to steal from the white robes?
Steal? They came storming into Harbour Town taking anything they want. The house and everything in it belong to Don Esteban. I'm just going to return what already belongs to him.
Where is this amulet?
The Don mentioned a secret room accessed by a hidden switch behind a picture. But how is anyone supposed to find the room in that huge house while the white robes are buzzing around?
Tell me about the Don's old house.
It's that big building over there. But the white robes are in there, and they never leave. If you want to break in, you'll have to do it at night. Some of them will be asleep then.
Right. I'll get you the amulet.
Okay, but be smart. Esteban will kill us both if Hernandez gets his hands on it. What reason do you have for staring at me?
Another new face. Welcome to the merchant district. Are you looking for work or trade?
Do you have work?
We need all the help we can get.
Any help in particular?
The outlaws here are staying undercover, but they're still pursuing their dirty business.
So I've heard.
I'm certain Weasel is still one of the Don's men, but he spends all day sitting on a bench.
So?
Weasel is no saint. He used to run a protection racket here before the Don left.
He's not doing that if he's sitting on a bench.
A spider sits in its web, but it's still got murder on its mind. He's planning something, but I need evidence to stop him. You're new here. If you could talk to him, gain his trust, see if you can get evidence of his misdeeds.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good.
fact, you'd be pretty stupid to go there at all.
I found your spy. It's Doyle.
The idiot. I thought he was better than that.
So what now?
Doyle's a liability. I'd like him to go away, permanently. You're persuasive. You might be the man to do it. Leave no traces.
What about the skins from Flavio?
What about them?
Did you steal them as well?
Yeah, but I sold them a long time ago. If you're after skins, look elsewhere.
Like where?
Do I look like a skin merchant?
Is someone there? Don't touch anything.
I think Sid stole it.
My Siddy is no thief, and you can't prove otherwise.
Give me that ring.
It's mine, okay? Mine.
I'll give you something much better instead. What do you want?
I love it when a man asks me that. Tell you what, if you can find me some pearls, a whole string of them, you can have that ring.
Where am I gonna get pearls from?
A real man wouldn't need to ask. A real man, I'd have him in my hand quick sharpish. A lady shouldn't be kept waiting.
I'm looking for a couple of skins.
You're in luck. Here, you can have them.
For free? What's wrong with them?
Nothing. You're just taking them off my hands.
They're Baxter's, aren't they? You took them.
And you're giving them to Baxter. So, no trouble needed for anyone.
Dargle told me about the farmers that come here. That they can get a little annoyed.
They kick up a mighty fuss too. But what can we do?
We have orders to slaughter the cows. I usually try to stay out of it.
I can tell you're hungry for the kind of adventure that only Olga can bring. I see things. I know things. It's just Madame Sonia and a few gold coins stand in your way.
I found Sid's spy.
And Sid ordered him to do it, right?
Yes, it was Doyle, one of the day labourers. He's scared to death and does not want to go back to the monastery. What should I do with Doyle?
With his confession, Sid can be brought to justice. The burglaries will end, and maybe Mendoza will look positively upon me, as long as Doyle's kept safe and hidden. Make sure Doyle understands that he needs to join us to stay safe. Then deal with Sid.
I've been thinking. Now I've decided.
What? What are you going to do?
You will surrender to the Order.
No. Please, no. I can't go to the monastery.
First you stay here and hide.
But Sid'll find me. And he'll kill me.
I'll take care of Sid. With the statement you gave me, I'll get him.
Oh, shit and fire. That's not going to be easy. What reason do you have for staring at me?
Is someone there?
Doyle's gone to the Order. He's turned himself in.
What? He'll tell them everything.
What are you going to do?
If I stay, I'm in a sea of trouble. I need to get away. Yeah, I'll head out as soon as I can. Hoping the mess this town's become, I'll get forgotten. Whatever happens, I'm not letting the Order take me to the monastery.
Sid is trying to flee the town.
Let him go. He'll just cause trouble if we put him in the monastery. At least the town will be free of his influence. Here, with the thanks of the Order, we could do with more like you.
Does anyone seriously believe in those things anymore?
Stop. Not one step further.
About this treasure seeker. What is he accused of?
He isn't a treasure seeker. He's a treasure stealer. And he's gonna stay locked up until what he nicked turns up. Until Carrasco has 3 artifacts, 3 golden bowls in his hands, then this thief isn't going anywhere.
Who is Carrasco?
One of the Order's warriors. He looks after the warehouse on the harbour quay.
I see. Isn't there a way you can forget all this and let him go?
Are you trying to bribe me? Until Carrasco tells me differently, no one is going in there. And Ulf isn't setting foot outside until I know what's happened to these 3 bowls he got his hands on. I'd stop right there if I were you. You ain't going any further.
What's the problem?
The Order runs this warehouse now.
So what?
So they don't want anyone wandering in uninvited. Wandering uninvited types tend to wander out again with stuff that ain't theirs.
What sort of trouble?
Artifact smuggling. It's bad enough these artifacts have been stolen in the ruins. You'd think they'd be safe in town in a warehouse, but there are thieves everywhere, trying to undermine the Order.
Can I help?
Well, the latest things to go missing were 3 golden bowls. The Inquisitor was not impressed. I could do with getting those back. And I need to get hold of some armor plates that walked out the warehouse a few days ago.
Where did the golden balls come from?
An illegal excavation at an old temple, outside the town. Since we heard about that, talk says someone's been trying to sell 3 golden bowls on the black market. Idiots. To resist the Order is crazy. We're driven by a greater force, a higher purpose.
What do you know about the theft?
My guess is the day labourers nicked them. All 5 plates. But you'd be hard pushed to find a brain amongst them. No. Luca's bound to be behind it. Talk to him. Find out what he knows about those plates.
Don't worry, I'll get your plates back. All 5 of them.
Watch yourself. That godforsaken lot won't just give them to you.
All right. I'll find the 3 golden bowls for you.
You've got a pair on you, I'll give you that. But with the corrupt rabble we've got around here, it won't be easy. There'll be more than just you who's after them. So watch your back.
Hey.
Wait. Not here.
Huh?
We talk here, Carrasco will listen. He doesn't have to know everything. Let's go somewhere else.
Do you have a problem with Carrasco?
Well, let's see. All those temples turn up and we're thinking, hurrah, the gods have finally smiled on us. Then the Inquisition arrive, take over our island and start claiming all the treasure belongs to them. How would you feel?
But do you have a particular problem with Carrasco?
He's the worst of them. Claims I've been stealing. Even had me searched. But he's never found anything. It's an outrage! An outrage, I tell you!
I'm looking for work.
You could lug crates, but you have to talk to Carrasco. But you don't look like the crate-lugging kind of guy.
What do I look like?
Like someone who will willingly take greater risks for greater profits?
So you don't think stealing is an outrage?
Taking from the order's not stealing. It's our duty. I pay a few lads to liberate items from the warehouse. I'm damned if I'm letting the Inquisition get all the treasure. But those lads have run up tabs to pay. They've bedded too many wenches. They're getting greedy. And I won't have that.
How exactly have they got greedy?
They stole 5 ancient armour plates that were found in the ruins.
Can this armour be used?
You mean to improve your own armour?
Yes.
They're more ceremonial than practical, but they're still very valuable.
Which lads are causing trouble?
There's Durham. He's a worker from the harbour.
Who else?
Ingvar and Vasily. Neither of them has a proper job, so they're just work for hire. Most of the time they can be found in Patty's Tavern. Fine woman she is.
What's in it for me, if I help?
You can have the gold I offered them. 50 gold pieces for each plate. 5 plates, that's 250 all in. 250's a good price. You won't get that much coin faster and easier anywhere else.
Agreed. Carrasco wants the armor plates back.
I'm sure he does. But he won't pay you as good as I will. So, forget Carrasco and bring me those plates.
What do you want doing with these lads? How should I handle it?
Any way you like. They've crossed me for the last time. Do what you have to do. Just get me those armor plates back. And don't let them fall into Carrasco's hands.
I'll retrieve the armor plates.
That's the spirit. I'm here if you've got any more questions.
Where's this sarcophagus now?
In the front warehouse. The one closest to Patty's Tavern, on the upper floor. You'll have to use the door at the back to get in. Though you don't look like the type who'd let a simple door stand in your way.
I hear you've got some artifacts.
Yeah. Lucas sent you, right? Look, I am sick and tired of lining that bastard's pockets by doing his dirty work. I want payment. A decent payment, or you can both piss off. 200 gold pieces should do it.
I could beat them out of you.
You can try, but I don't carry those armor plates with me. I ain't stupid, and without my help, you won't be seeing them anytime soon.
Where are the armor plates?
Pay me, and you'll find out. If not, you can search until your bones crumble and you won't find them.
Look, where did you hide them?
Are you deaf? No gold, no telling.
Tell me where those plates are before I kick your ass out into the storms.
You can shout all you like, but if you don't pay me, I'm telling Ukos.
What does Ukos have to do with this?
Ukos is big, strong, and he owes me. So, pay up.
Put that thing... Okay.
Out. You were told to leave.
Yes, time to go. Oh. I thought I'd do rather better than that.
I have your key.
Won't do you no good. You don't know where the chest is.
Where is the chest?
Do we have to do this again? You know my price.
Have you ever really thought about it? Sometimes you have to make choices.
Your wife is worried about your sons.
Oh, Tilda. She worries about everything. No wonder my lads have gone. They needed the peace.
Luca sent me.
That old sod. He's worse than my wife.
He says you're not sticking to your agreement with him.
And Vasily says if we all want our gold, we mustn't agree to anything else. So, I need 100 gold pieces for the armor plate.
I could just take the armor.
Ho-ho! You think I'm just a drunk? I defended my farm against the monsters, and I'll defend this against you.
You fancy your chances then?
If I have to.
This is going to end in a fight.
You're worse than my wife.
Stop waiting. Go after him.
What a fight! Great.
He's had enough. That was good.
Yes! Let's see some blood!
No, it's getting good.
You don't mind if I take a little something?
There's nobody left there.
Luca sent me.
Really? Did he give you my gold? 200 gold pieces and you can have the place.
$200 gold pieces is too much.
So that's the way the wind blows. You're helping him. Let me tell you how we're going to do this. You pay me my price or you don't get the artifact. Your choice.
If you're asking for a fight, you can have one.
Others have tried.
All right then, you bastard.
Will work there.
Lucas sent me.
Really? Did he give you my gold? 200 gold pieces and you can have the plates.
200 gold pieces is too much.
So that's the way the wind blows. You're helping him. Let me tell you how we're going to do this. You pay me my price or you don't get the artifact. Your choice.
If you're asking for a fight, you can have one.
Others have tried. All right then, you bastard.
Come on! Do him! Go on! Again! Go on! Clever! Oh, clever! Come on!
Useful work there.
Really? 200 gold.
200 gold.
So that's the way the wind blows. You're helping him. Let me tell you how we're going to do this. You pay me my price. Your choice.
If you're asking for a fight, you can have one.
Others have tried. All right then, you bastard.
Now it's good! Now it's getting exciting.
Really? 200 gold. So, let me tell you how we... You pay me my price, or you don't get the altar. Your choice.
If you're asking for a fight, you can have one.
Others have tried. All right then, you bastard.
Ah! Yeah! Ah!
Really? 200 gold. So that's... Let me tell you... You pay me my price. Your choice.
If you're asking for a fight...
Others have... All right then, you bastard.
Again! Go on!
Halt!
Now it's getting exciting. Again.
Stop right there, you coward. Stop right there, you coward.
Oh yeah! Oh, clever! Come on!
Really? 200 gold. So, let me tell you, pay me my price. Your choice.
If you're asking...
Others have... All right then, you bastard. Halt!
That's right.
Halt!
Again. Come on. Again. Again. Come on. Again.
What's going on?
Halt! Stop right there, you coward.
Are you completely crazy?
Halt!
This won't do any good.
Oh!
Now it's good.
Will work there. Really? 200. So, let me. You pay me my price. You're. Others have. All right then, you bastard.
Now it's good. Batter him.
Stop right there, you coward.
Now it's getting exciting.
Stop right there, you coward. Stop running and fight.
Fight, you idiot. Ha! Glad that's not me.
Stop right there, you coward.
Come on, after him.
Halt!
Now it's
You
good.
won't escape.
Useful work there. Really? 200. So, let me tell you, you're. Others have. All right then, you bastard.
Now it's good.
Stop right there, you coward. Stop running and fight.
All fists
Stop right
and no
there,
brains.
you coward.
They're insane.
Stop right there, you coward. Halt!
Now it's getting
Stop
exciting.
running and fight.
Again.
Stop right there, you coward.
Again.
Halt! Stop right there, you coward.
Go on, give him one.
That was fun. You can handle yourself.
I hope someone stabs you right through those damn plates.
Can't help you, I'm afraid. Ask someone else.
Who are you?
You interested or not?
You're one of the triplets, right?
You know my brothers?
I've met one of them. Your brother Ulf is being held prisoner by the Order.
Ulf will escape.
From what I've heard, there's not many escape the Order. What is this artifact?
A golden bowl. It's sort of gold. And bowl-shaped. I want 150 gold coins for it.
150? Right. Where did you get this artifact?
It sort of fell into my possession. Heard it might come from the temple ruins. And it looks valuable.
How are we going to eat? All the farmers are in the town, no hunters are going out. It's all crazy.
He said it was that big. But she said it was more like a hog day sausage.
You don't have enough gold.
I've heard that too.
And up the thing came.
I won't go there.
Do you sell potions?
I do indeed. Quality product, quality potions. Everybody buys from Leonardo, except for those tightwads who go to bed with every little injury. Their pain is not my gain.
How's business?
Can't complain. Everyone wants to feel healthy, eh? You won't find many people who'll sell your potions in this town, and you can't leave the town. But I'm running out of supplies. When they're gone, they're gone.
What supplies do you need?
Healing plants, healing roots, and healing herbs. Pretty much the ingredients you need for a healing potion.
What would you pay if I got you those supplies?
I can't pay gold. No, no. I need every coin. But I can trade you a potion for plants.
It'd have to be a good potion.
I'll make it a life energy potion, right? Make you tough and resistant. And don't try coming with any old ripped up weeds. I know what I need.
How many plants do you need?
10 healing herbs, 5 plants, and 2 roots would do.
I'll see what I can find.
Good. And while you're here, I'm open for business, if you want to buy.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't get your hopes up. What are your sons called?
Beppo's the oldest. He didn't want to come to town with us. Always ran with the wrong crowd. I worry he's fallen in with the Don's gang. William volunteered for military service with the Inquisition. And Leon, my youngest, just took off in the night.
How much is the information worth to you?
I don't have any gold. But if you do manage to leave the town,
Yes?
I have a little put aside for a rainy day. There's a couple of skins and the silver candle holders from my great-grandmother. I buried them behind the barn of our farm.
Which is your farm?
The farm on the path to the monastery. An Inquisition fighter named Severin is in charge there now.
Stop. Not one step further.
I've heard the Don left a few possessions in this house when he fled town.
Oh yes? Such as?
Apparently he hid a golden amulet here.
We searched this place from top to bottom and found nothing. A gold amulet is the kind of thing you'd notice. Where did you hear that, eh? That shifty bastard Tony? Don't listen to that lunatic.
I think I can find the Don's amulet.
You think your eyes are better than ours, huh? Well, go on then. Step inside. Let's put them to the test.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
You going to stand here all day?
Well, you're not a member of the Inquisition, and you don't look like a fighter.
I'm not. I'm a treasure seeker. Ruins searched, tombs emptied, valuables recovered, pockets lined. When I'm not being held prisoner, that is.
What did you do to get locked up?
The Inquisition wanted me and my brothers to work for them. We're independent operators. Picking sides is bad for business. Then they got wind we'd dug up these 3 golden bowls, and they want them. They're obsessed with artifacts. They can lock me up for as long as they like, but I'm not telling them a thing about those bowls unless they pay me a decent price.
You're a treasure seeker. Any good?
My brothers and I are the best.
You're one of the triplets. You always work together.
3 heads are better than 1. And 3 sets of arms when it comes to shoveling. We know our craft. Not like the amateurs they filled the ruins with now. We came a long way to end up on this island. And now we're stuck here.
Who do you triplets work for?
We're free agents. We work for whoever pays the most. Pay us, we'll deliver.
Treasure seeking is just digging, isn't it?
You think? There's skill to it. That's why we're paid. Skill and danger. We've sailed the most dangerous seas and gone where fighters fear to tread.
What kind of job are you looking for?
We're not fussy. At least not while we're stuck here, we're not. If you have a job for us, then don't stay silent. Although, you'll have to help us get out of town first. I definitely can't help you if I'm locked up. You need me? You'll have to convince Hernandez to let me go.
How do I convince Hernandez to let you go?
Well, you know why they're holding me. They want the 3 bowls.
So?
Get those 3 bowls out of circulation, I'm suddenly less interesting. Find them. Make them disappear.
How can I take these bowls out of circulation?
Well, if you can get your hands on them, you can sell them to someone who can get them out of town.
What if the Inquisition get to them first?
Then it's up to you to handle it. The bowls just need to vanish from town.
How much do you want for these golden bowls?
Want to join the queue, do you? Well, at least you're talking price. That's more than they are. Give me 200 gold and I'll tell you where I hid mine. Deal?
I'll get you out of town.
You sound like you take pride in your work. I like that. Well, if you're up for it, you'll have to deal with the guard at the entrance. I doubt I'll get out of here unless you can persuade Hernandez to free me.
Shouldn't your brothers know what we're planning?
Yes. Tell them to come to our meeting point. They'll know where I mean.
Okay, I'll tell them to go there.
Great. I bet they're drinking themselves into a stupor in the Gutters Tavern or on the Harbour Quay.
Look, just tell me where this golden bowl is hidden, or you'll rot here.
That knowledge is valuable. No payment, no information.
I thought you wanted out of here.
I'm not going to sell myself short to get out. No point in being free without a future, is there?
What reason do you have for staring at me? You going to stand here all day?
Don't you have something to do?
Your brother, Ulf, wants you to go to your meeting point.
Thanks. I'm on my way.
What do you want? You've got what you wanted, now leave me alone. What do you want? You've got what you wanted, now leave me alone.
who could teach me to pick lock? Now who could teach me to pick locks?
Yes? What do you want?
Do these ships really need guarding?
Ships? No. Cargo, yes. And while these ships are stuck here, it's the Inquisition's duty to protect them. So here I am.
You're a warrior of the Order.
Your keen intellect tell you that.
Your armor did.
Yes. I am a warrior of the Order of the Holy Flame.
That's a big title for a guard. How did you become a warrior of the Order?
The Inquisitor himself chose me. He took me to the monastery for training.
So you were forced into service?
No. The service found me, and I found the service. I wish more people would sign up. Do their duty.
Every man must find their calling. What's the Inquisitor like?
You haven't met him? He's a hard man with firm principles. Once he has his eyes on a goal, no one can stop him. You can't help but admire a man like that.
I suppose not.
If you stay within the law, you have nothing to fear from him.
What if I don't agree with the law?
Then you better hope you don't meet him.
Have you caught people trying to steal from the ships?
There are those stupid enough to try, but nothing escapes my eagle eyes. Nothing.
Of course not.
Don't mock. You don't want to end up like our prisoner in the Harbour Quay jail, do you?
What did the prisoner in the jail do?
Captain Romanoff is a pirate. Was a pirate. Now he's just another prisoner. We caught him smuggling goods from the mainland for the Don. Of course, Romanoff's not the sort to pay for goods. He plundered, burned, and killed his way across the coast. Until the Inquisitor caught up with him. You see? Law and order. Safety. The Don is gone. And soon we'll find the gold Romanoff was paid by him. Until he tells us where that is hidden, he'll rot in his cell.
Has Romanoff told you anything, so far?
Not much. He's tight-lipped for a braggart. But a few more weeks, rotting in jail, and he'll speak.
You hope. Maybe I can get Romanoff to talk.
Ha! Why would he tell you where he's hidden it? We'll find it. The gold can't be far, and there are only so many places to hide it.
I'll find Romanoff's gold.
How? We've been trying for days without success. But if you did manage to find it, you would, of course, be rewarded.
I'd need to be.
I'm not listening.